So I think maybe I didn't answer your question completely about why I work outside. And I think at some point during this interview, I gave you some background about how it started for me early in my training at the mental health center and that sort of thing. But I guess one might ask why, if you can do these body-centered approaches in an office, why do you need to do them outside? And I think what I have found is that first of all, being outside takes people away from the distractions. It helps people get grounded. We as a culture live pretty much in our heads. And I like to say that we don't notice what's happening in our bodies unless they're hurt or sick or don't look the way we want them to. And that's about the only time we pay attention to our bodies. But the body is full of information and things. It's screaming at us all the time, trying to tell us what's going on and that something needs our attention. Something needs our loving attention and compassionate attention. So there's something about being outside and putting your feet on the ground. There's actually a process, an official process called grounding. I didn't know this until I started doing this all the time with people and then read that there's something called grounding. There's a doctor named, his last name's Sinatra, I think, and he's done all these studies about the benefits to your immune system and your heart and all of these other health benefits to just being outside and breathing and feeling your feet on the ground. So the health benefits are there, but the other piece is that it's in our DNA to live in nature, to hunt in nature, to watch animals, to watch the migration of birds, to watch herds of animals intensely. There are all kinds of, there's studies and cave art that shows us that at one time we studied them very, very, very carefully in almost a trance state. And that when we did that, it released oxytocin in us and in the animals and created this wonderful bond between us. And there's a woman named Meg Ulmert that's written a book called Made for Each Other, which talks about this human-animal bond and the biological reasons for it and the health benefits for it. But what I'm saying is that whether we think we're nature people or not, being in nature speaks to something deep within our DNA that connects us to something true about ourselves and our humanity, and reconnecting with nature in a really conscious way, a way in which we quiet our minds and get grounded and clears out all the rest of the noise in our heads, provides us with a felt experience of the creative source within us and within all things. And it feels like home. And that's why I call my business Nature's Way Home.